Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dinosaur channel. This is your home on the internet for all things dinosaur and prehistoric. Today we are going to be doing a quick dive on the Iguanodon. But before we jump into everything you need to know about the Iguanodon, we are going to tell you guys to leave us a dinosaur-sized thumbs up and comment down below a dinosaur you would like to see us cover in the future. With that being said, let's cover the world famous, super popular Iguanodon. So what does Iguanodon mean? It means iguana tooth. The word iguana and then don, which usually means tooth, especially in a dinosaur type terminology. And where and when did this iguana tooth live? Well, it existed in the early Cretaceous period in Belgium, Spain, England, and possibly elsewhere in Europe and different places between about 126 to 113 million years ago. You might be asking yourself, what did the Iguanodon look like? I can tell you it probably didn't look like this. This is actually a depiction from the 2000 or 2001 movie Dinosaur, Disney's Dinosaur. And that movie basically depicted iguanodons as very communal dinosaurs. We'll talk about that more in the how did this thing get popular thing. But this is like the closest depiction I have here in the set to show you guys an iguanodon. So iguanodons were large, bulky herbivores. They had large thumb spikes. This is what made them super popular. It's one of the things that's really notable about them. These large thumb spikes coming out of their hands. We assume that these were used for probably self-defense or maybe for fighting off each other in mating rituals. And as well, it had a prehensile fifth finger on its hand, so this thing could like grasp food, hold it like that. Very interesting, sort of like human-like hands. It's also funny to note that that thumb spike was originally thought to be a part of its nose. So when they first reconstructed the fossil, they actually put it on its nose and thought it had like a little nose horn. But later it was found out that it was part of its thumb. This thing was about 3 to 4 tons and could go anywhere from 33 to 43 feet. So it was a big dinosaur. And the teeth are almost exact replicas of iguana teeth, hence the name Iguanodon. And how did this Iguanodon get famous? Why is this a famous dinosaur? Well, since its description in 1825, the Iguanodon has been kind of a feature of dinosaurs worldwide and super popular dinosaur in pop culture, movies, video games, TV shows, books, and museums. Lots of museums have fossils of them. 2 life-size reconstructions of this dinosaur called Mantelodon, considered an Iguanodon at one point, were built in the Crystal Palace in London in 1852, and that greatly contributed to the popularity of the Iguanodon because people believed that they were Iguanodons before they were named a different species. They've also been featured in several dinosaur-related merchandise ever since the early 1990s, reaching high popularity in the year 2000 when Disney's Dinosaur came out. It had its first kind of initial big break in 1999 with the Walking with Dinosaurs documentary, and it has also been in different documentaries since then, showed as kind of like a herding mentality, herding across the plains of the world. The Iguanodon looks super awesome in a lot of these documentaries. It looks like a true dinosaur, but obviously Disney's Dinosaur, that's what really brought this dinosaur to popularity. The dinosaur in the movie, kind of the main character, his name was Aladar, and he kind of went along with a herd of other Iguanodons and saved a bunch of dinosaurs from near destruction at the end of the world. This became a world famous movie, especially for people in my generation, my age group, who grew up loving dinosaurs. It was sort of one of the first really high quality movies about dinosaurs besides Jurassic Park. And following Aladar's journey as a kid, you could grow up and have all the merchandise from Burger King toys to real life-size toys like the one that I showed you, which is baby dinosaurs. And yeah, it's honestly a super popular dinosaur. A lot of people know the term Iguanodon. As well, Iguanodon has been featured more recently in Jurassic World Evolution and Jurassic World Alive, so it kind of starts tying into our Jurassic Park universe, which I love because anytime they invite new dinosaurs into the universe, I'm happy about. In Jurassic World Evolution, it is hands down one of the most beloved dinosaurs in the game. It's super awesome, showing really cool realistic patterns and different characteristics and different ways that it acts and behaviors. It's just an awesome dinosaur to find in that game, so I highly recommend checking out depictions of it in Jurassic World Evolution. Let's talk about the Iguanodon's diet and behavior. This dinosaur was an herbivore, feeding on plants and capable of self-defense with that awesome thumb spike on its hand. Herding within the Iguanodon species is really debated, because from some perspectives you could look at them being sort of a bulky herbivore hadrosaur type dinosaur, and those were pretty much known for just herding around, like kind of using that group in numbers to sort of mentality to fend off predators by just grouping up by a lot, and that kind of helped survive the species. If a dinosaur got killed or a baby dinosaur got killed, there would always be more dinosaurs around in the area. But in this case, because of that thumb spike, it's a potential that these things might have been a little more solitary, or maybe hanging out in smaller groups rather than herds, because they had those thumb spikes. They were able to just jab a carnivore in the face. 1, 2, 1, 2, Iguanodon punch. and they wouldn't have to deal with anything. They were able to self-defend themselves like dinosaur butt-kicking ninjas. So also the Iguanodon could bounce from a quadrupedal stance to a bipedal stance pretty easily, and it's told that they did that more as they got older. When the animal was walking in a quadrupedal stance, it would have held its hands down with its palms sort of facing each other. So it would have been a really, really weird stance to see it walk on. The Iguanodon is super, super awesome, and there's so much to learn and see about this dinosaur, but this was just a quick dive. Make sure that you go out and check it out in your local museum if you can find one, because there are tons of fossils of the Iguanodon, and they are really, really cool. But that, my friends, is the episode on the Iguanodon. I want to remind you guys to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a single video from the Dinosaur channel, because we're covering all the dinosaurs involved in the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movie franchise. If you like this channel, please leave us a dinosaur-sized thumbs up on the video and comment down below a creature or dinosaur you would like to see us cover in the future. As well, if you would like to donate to this channel and help support us so we can continue making awesome videos, you can send us some money in our PayPal link down below. And we're going to see you guys in the next episode where we cover the Camarasaurus. Goodbye.